Hello everybody and welcome to a special edition of W3L Wrestling Showdown here on the W3L Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, and still again, what is we are Owens!
The belt's been taken. Stevie Wizard is the MC. And with the referee out, he's taking the title. He's not allowing this, clearly, saying he's not having any of this. Joe Legend, not happy. The Wizard not allowing this to occur. Oh, and he just kicked him low. And Stevie Wizard doing a good thing, saving Nathan Reynolds. Just get, oh no. No, don't do this, don't do this, don't do this. Oh! And Joe Legend just run him head first at the ring post. What the hell's wrong with you? Reynolds calling for more help. I think this is serious, ladies and gentlemen. Some of the staff running to the back. Give him a 10 take. He's only a ring announcer. He's not built like a tank like these guys. I mean, it can't be taken. That Legend ran him at full speed right head first in that ring post. It's a solid metal post. They're going to got a stretcher for him. God, this is serious. Oh my God, this really isn't how I expected the anniversary show to go. I thought we'd see some good matches, and we definitely have. We've seen the women's match, the tag match, and then this was a good 4-way match. But for this to happen, that's not what you want to see in a wrestling show. Come on. Anything else? Check it out a minute. Oh! Joe Legend! Right in the middle of somebody being injured, being carted away, decides to leg drop Nathan as the back of the head. Could be propped up in the corner. Legend's got a chair though. Oh, records the back. This man is desperate to win this title. And drops him down with the hospital job right on the chair. Kurt's making the count. Oh, no way.
Welcome to W3L Wrestling Showdown on the W3L Network. Thank you for hitting subscribe so that you never miss an edition of this action-packed show. Now, you may realise that the Wizard's not here today. That's because last week he was attacked by the new W3L champion, Joe E. Legend. The Wizard was stretchered out of the building with a suspected neck injury. He is now recuperating at home though, so if you'd like to send him any well wishes, please use the hashtag #GetWellWizard. Okay, we can now confirm that on Sunday the 27th of December we will bring you here on Wrestling Showdown the rematch between Nathan as he attempts to reclaim the belt from Legend. But apparently, if you stay tuned throughout the week, we do expect to hear from the new champion here on Wrestling Showdown. Let us now go ringside though for this week's match as Mike Musso takes on newcomer to the W3L, Pakistan's very own Saqib Ali.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our man. Just to make it clear, I'm from the greatest country in the world, Pakistan, and not India! Get it, listen! Ladies and gentlemen, introducing flyweight from Karachi, Pakistan. This is Saqib Ali. To my right, from Kirkcaldy fight, Mike Musso.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Joe Fordyce here with you on the Showdown this week. Of course, you saw referee or something, referee Kurt, stepping in as an MC after, well, I'm sure you saw what happened to Stevie Wizard last week. Let's not go into that again. Of course, Mike Musso last week was involved in a 4-way elimination match for the heavyweight title. Unfortunately, he was out first, but he looks to regain momentum by wrestling Saqib Ali. Now, these two men have met a couple of times before elsewhere. It's only Ali's second time in the Worldwide Wrestling League. Last time he was here was in October, where he competed in the Triple Threat title tournament match. So he has been here before, certainly his first time on the Showdown. And of course, he's stepping up to face one of the biggest tests in W3L. I mean, I've often said Mike Musso is the backbone of the company, and he's the guy that everybody would love to come in and defeat, because it means so much prestige-wise to kind of take down Mike Musso. He may not be a champion of any kind, but a lot of people see him as arguably one of, if not the man to defeat in W3L. Saqib Ali is a good shot at doing so, because again, they do know each other. He's obviously learned from his matches with Musso previously. Saqib Ali posing there, not necessarily as physically imposing as Musso, certainly a lot faster, more willing to break the rules as well, it has to be said. Musso off the ropes and he runs right through that shoulder block. Because Ali comes in at 190 pounds, Musso's 235. There's a fair bit of weight difference there, and I would expect that Ali will try and keep away and try and not allow Musso to use his mass and his strength whenever possible. Referee Sean McLaughlin making the count. And the crowd getting on Ali's case here. Now, if you remember back in November here in the Showdown, in that Gold Rush Battle Royal, we saw Prince Assad, and he has been associated with Saqib Ali as of late, so I do wonder this is perhaps an alliance that's coming into W3L. We'll see more of Prince Assad and Saqib Ali together. We'll guess only time will tell. And certainly I think if he was able to defeat Mike Musso here this week on the Showdown, he'd be definitely aiming himself at a shot at possibly heavyweight title. He's got Musso trapped in that Japanese stranglehold. Of course, the new heavyweight champion is Joey Legend. Again, if you didn't see last week's episode, the anniversary show, I suggest you do. Makes it uncomfortable viewing, but there you go. And Musso stepping out of this and reverses it. Saqib Ali is trapped in the Japanese stranglehold, and Musso applies that tightly. Because he's got that height advantage, he's able to stretch in a bit more. The leverage is different. And Ali trying to fight out of it. I mean, he's certainly no slouch physically, certainly knows his stuff. Steps out. Nope, trying to get his leg through again. Oh, that's not worked out for him. And Ali's got caught. Musso has him. And down he goes. And Musso's flipped Saqib Ali, who rolls out the ring. He's trying to cut off whatever momentum Mike Musso may be generating there. And that's quite firmly behind Mike Musso, understandably so. Musso looking fairly relaxed after his encounter last week in the 4-way. Of course, it was James Scott that eliminated him. James Scott from the contingency plan, of course, took the tag belts of Musso and Nathan Reynolds as well. Gets swept through and takes down Ali. It's like watching a bullfighter here. And he walked backwards and Musso tripped him up. And Musso just enjoying him, so you see the grin on his face. He's having a lot of fun with this one. Ali not so much. I think perhaps he was expecting to come into W3L, dominate proceedings with his abilities, lord over everybody, gain an easy victory and go home, but it's been anything but an easy victory. And Ali wandering around the building here, going out of camera range, and he's not happy. He could get counted out here. And Sean McLaughlin telling Musso to stay inside the ring, but because Musso's left, he's going to restart the count. Musso rolls back in. I think Ali's back on his way. Yeah, he was. We saw him briefly. I think he's making his way back to the ring. Certainly if he wants to beat Musso, he has to be inside the ring to do it. Oh, and a boot to the midsection. That's some big shots. No wild strikes. This is where Saqib Ali's going to have the advantage over Mike Musso by flying, but of course, depends whether Musso catches him first or not. And Musso sends him flying across the ring, but not in the way they wanted. Musso does like to hit that clothesline off the middle turnbuckle. But Ali, now, wisely, Saqib Ali got out the way, went to the far corner. So he obviously has done some scouting, and his previous match against Mike Musso have benefited him in some respects. Misses the clothesline, swings wildly and gets launched there with a hip toss. Musso straight for the cover. 1, 2, just a 2 though. So certainly Saqib Ali has learned some things, but not to avoid those kneelers by the looks at it. And he does. He drops and rolls out the ring. We've seen a lot of stalling from Saqib Ali, but I think that's merely to mess with Mike Musso. And that's merely just to kind of cut off any momentum and to stop being caught with like a succession of moves, basically. And going to the floor and getting that 10 count, that's the only real time out you get in a wrestling match. It's not like other sports, don't like stop the match for, you know, half a minute or something like that so you can all rest and regain your composure. It goes from bell to bell. This is the only way you can really keep away from your opponent and then gain some respite. And Musso patiently waiting. Ali obviously doesn't want to get counted, doesn't want to lose this match. Certainly he's advancing the Triple Threat title tournament. He doesn't want to kind of show management that he's not really got anything to offer. And he certainly would love to get a victory here, but he can't do that if he gets counted out. So he's running back into the ring, breaking the count, going back again, and just mainly I think to mess with Musso more than anything else. And Musso now having had enough coming after Ali, and I think possibly that's been part of the strategy. Let's have Musso get frustrated and come after me. And he runs right at those feet of Saqib Ali. And again, this may have been all part of the plan. So Ali just puts the boots to Musso. And see, as soon as he gets in, it goes to cover 1. But Musso just kicking out, barely got a 2 count there. And he launches Musso to the ropes, going for an Irish whip, but he just flung him to the floor. Now, Ali would happily, I think, take a count-out victory over Musso because ultimately a victory is a victory. But he obviously won't be counted himself, so by throwing Musso to the floor, why not? Because if it gets the job done, and I do question how much punishment Musso took in that 4-way last week. How much has he recovered? I also wonder, because a couple of weeks ago, when he was in that tables match, he got put through the table by the contingency plan. So I do wonder what state his back is in. I get the feeling it's slightly weakened. Rumour around the W3L locker room says it is, but he doesn't show it. And obviously Musso's never going to actually say that he's hurting. And Ali tackles him low, obviously working on that lower back, and again runs him in the ring apron. Just sort of talking about that lower spine. I think is got a weakening in it after going through that table courtesy contingency plan. Well, maybe Ali knows that or suspects that. So he's ramming Musso back first in the apron. Remember that part of the ring, there's the ring apron itself, which is a cloth, and then just a metal frame with a wooden board on it. So I mean, that is really painful if you get jammed into it. Sean McLaughlin making the count. Musso could be getting counted out here. But he rolls back in. It's absolute I never say die attitude, doing for the cover. 1, 2, maybe a little too close to the ropes, but I'm going to say I like what Ali's doing. Every time he gets a pinfall opportunity, he's charging in to try and take it. He's not allowing Musso any respite really. So he bounces him off the turnbuckles, throw him hard at the corner, and again, the lower back is getting weakened. Now Saqib Ali, I know this is going to sound like a stereotype, but it really isn't. But he does like to utilise the camel clutch. I use that many an occasion as he chokes Musso with his foot right in the throat. So again, a weakened back would be perfect for that move. And again, the corner goes Musso. Ali covers again. 1, 2. And you see Ali slowing the match to a degree, making Musso wrestle his pace, his style. Launching hard at the corner again, no doubt. Oh, but Musso got an arm around the ropes. Ali took a bit too long there. Musso with the reversal and launches Saqib Ali in the corner. And there's that buster of Musso's. And down goes Saqib Ali. Musso needs to follow up, but his back's giving him grief, obviously. Musso going upstairs. Definitely likes to fly, but Ali cuts him off. And charged him with that forearm smash, and Musso left hung out to dry, crashes down heavily. Goes for another cover. And Musso kicking out. See that Ali's going for a pinfall every opportunity. Even Musso's close to the ropes. And see Musso been kicking out as opposed to grabbing the ropes, so I'm not sure what his ringing mirror is like. Perhaps he's not like fully realising where he is right now. As Ali just chokes him. Blatant chokes, referee Sean McLaughlin stepping in, making him break it. And Ali has certainly faced some big name competition. Again, he works a lot through the west of Scotland, has faced many of the well-known athletes through there. But he's fought the likes of TNA star Mark Andrews. He's faced WWE legend Hacksaw Jim Duggan, believe it or not. He's even tackled the current W3L heavyweight champion Joey Legend. The one person he hasn't beaten is Mike Musso, at least not yet anyway. Musso hoists him up and dumps him down with that back suplex. And Musso normally finishes that off with a big splash, but he's struggling to stay upright. And he took too long, and Ali gets the knees up. Again, Saqib Ali has felt that before. He knows when you get dumped down with that back suplex that you're going to get splashed. He was prepared for it. And wrenching on the chin of Mike Musso. Not quite the camel clutch, but getting that way. And they're arguing with Sean McLaughlin. And he said this one's going to be over. They finish off Mike Musso. The singing and doing are two different things. Gets up ahead of steam, and he went for a drop kick. The Musso just sidestepped him, and Ali crashed and burned. And the crowd getting on his case again, much like earlier in the match. And Musso feeds off this sort of stuff. And he's firing back with elbows and double axe handles, like a double chop there. Again, he has the power advantage, the mass advantage. And he just body slams Saqib Ali with relative ease, it looks like. And Musso could be going upstairs for that flying elbow drop. And he lands it. I think Ali was trying to move out the way but didn't quite get it. And now he lands a big splash. 1, 2, 3. No, but Saqib Ali kicking out. Showing why this guy has so much potential. I think many people have tagged Saqib Ali as being a breakout star in the not too distant future. He's been going since 2010. So he's had some good wars, he's been around a bit, knows what he's doing in the ring, but of course he can always improve. So he needs a bit of luck, and he clips the back of Musso's leg, catches him right in the knee. perhaps feeling that working on the back's not enough for him. Maybe he needs to try and slow Musso down by working on his leg, make it hard for Musso to stand up. And Ali slams Musso's leg right in that ring apron. Again, it's a metal frame. And again, and I can only imagine the pain that's going through Mike Musso's leg right now. And then you see Saqib rolls in and out to break the count because Sean will want to restart it. And he's grapevined the legs. And look at this, he's got those legs grapevined down that ring post. McLaughlin making the count. This could be a disqualifiable offence if Ali doesn't release it. Musso in agony. And he's half in, half out the ropes. That must be putting him in so much pain. And oh, and Saqib Ali stealing a fan sign. I think it belongs to El Technical. And Ali just biding his time, waiting for Musso to get up, assuming he can stand. And nails on a knee, right to the face. This could be it. 1, 2, 3. No, but Musso kicks out though. Took that knee right to the face. And the luchador's happy about that one. Ali complaining, that should have been all. He should have beaten Mike Musso here, but it was not happening. Just stomping him in the leg. Saqib going right to the top rope. Who's going to go for here? Oh, Musso catches him with a shot to the midsection. Not the most powerful blows ever thrown, but it was certainly enough. And he hoists up Saqib, who went for the blunt force trauma, but his leg gave out, and Ali clips it again. Saqib knew what was coming. Musso's leg could not support the weight of Saqib Ali when he picked him across his shoulders there. So he's targeted the leg one more time. He's wrenching at the ankle. He'll try and get a submission out of Mike Musso here. And runs him face first into the turnbuckle. Hang on, hoists him up. And hits the blunt force trauma. And goes into the cover. 1, 2, 3, and he does it. Mike Musso defeats Saqib Ali. There's a big victory for Mike Musso here this week on Wrestling Showdown.
Okay, in case you're wondering why I'm still wearing a jacket and scarf, it's because the Wizard, being injured, neglected to leave any instructions on how to operate the heating in the building. Thank you for that. Get well soon. Let us not forget though that there will be live action on December 27th, live from the Petica Bay Holiday Park, not Hotel Park, Holiday Park, in Kinghorn, as we record live action events for Wrestling Showdown. We shall bring you an exclusive match for the Tag Team Championship that you'll only be able to see by going to Petica Live. It will be between the Coffey Brothers as they take on the Contingency Plan. Also in the lineup we'll see Mike Musso, Murado Darkside and Lucian Maynard Smith as they compete in a tournament to see who will be crowned the new #1 contender. Tickets are available now from W3LWrestling.com. Use the code SHOWDOWN to save 20%. So thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like us on Facebook at W3L Wrestling, follow us on Twitter at W3L Wrestling, or use the hashtag W3L Wrestling Showdown to tell everyone what you think about this week's show.